Oh, that looks like Gia.
Hello?
Hi, Gia.
Hi, Keisha. Hi, everybody. Will you stop bothering me with all these work texts? God.
Sorry.
I thought it was funny. I was like, what? My friend here was accidentally texting me like in work lingo, like I can send you those spreadsheets. I'm like, huh?
I don't ever want to see a spreadsheet.
Yeah, like is this are you on some dirty site and you're accidentally sending? I forget what the other thing was. Something like you look at you using the detail tab or something like. I've never used a detail tab in my life. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I just barely know what we're talking about too, Gia.
Well, apparently, and you don't know who you're texting. I mean, that's a little scary.
Well, I think it was like it seemed like her channel was open when I was texting, and I thought it was going to her. But anyway, no harm, no foul.
I was on a Zoom meeting the other day, and I had that moment where I was like, I hope this thing's muted because I had just said something to the old man.
Yeah.
I think it was though. Like, why would they put her on that committee? You know, like that.
Yeah, make sure you check that, Gia.
I know it's terrible, but anyway, hi everybody, welcome back to the Tano. Thanks for being patient with us.
Yes, hi everybody, and that
being
baseball.
Patient with baseball. Yeah, I didn't watch. I didn't know if you really meant we were going to watch. I was like,
no. Well, I actually checked, and it was all wrong. All the information was wrong. There wasn't a current hospital on, but there was a rerun. Because the game didn't start till later, and it wasn't the Cubs and the Padres, it was other teams, and the Cubs and the Padres were on ESPN later, so I was all wrong, but I thought I was following whatever I'd read. So anyway, Cubs won, so that's good for Chandra. Chandra's a Cubs fan.
Okay, go Cubs, go Chandra. Is that the end of the whole thing?
That was the end of that little series. That was a wild card series, and only 3 games. That's new to me too. So, anyway,
you're so sporty. You're like Sporty Spice.
I know about as much about sports as I do about sending texts to the right people.
Now you know about tennis, and you know about golf. You know about all the sort of genteel, quiet sports.
Well, I do like a quiet sport. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's true.
Sport. Yeah. Whereas I know about rugby, where they sing foul things about your mother while quaffing a lot of beer. Every song, something nasty about your mother.
Well, sure. I guess that maybe helps people perform better in a scrum.
Yeah. Get that anger going. What'd you say about my mother? Anyway, we just have today's little hospital to talk about, and I don't feel like it was a big enough episode to really keep our attention all that long.
Really? I think we'll find some things to discuss, Gia. I think so.
Well, we're all so different, and so that's why if you've got a lot to say, that's great.
I'm not sure I have a lot, but there were some things that that caught my attention definitely, and there was a moment where I laughed out loud.
You had an LOL.
I had an LOL.
Was that a cutting board?
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
At least we're in tune on that.
I know. I was wondering as I was laughing, I was thinking, is Gia laughing at this too?
I was laughing at the expression on Ava's face after it.
A little tongue sticking out of her mouth, like, whoopsie, I did that.
Like, was that all right?
Yeah. Again, how many times can you clock a guy and expect him to live? You know?
I know.
It comes so easily to her. And Alexis was completely nonplussed. Is that the word?
That's a good word. Yeah. Nonplussed. And I guess, would you say she's complicit?
Complicit, grateful, lots of things that she really shouldn't be as a lawyer, a practicing lawyer.
Yeah. I don't know. I sort of swung between, a little like mild hilarity and being kind of uncomfortable for the whole
Yeah. That's kind of our sweet spot in life.
I think so, yeah. Not down there, but just it's sort of a general
No, not down there.
just a general lack of comfort, and then also things are hilarious, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
not, but
sometimes we make things uncomfortable by laughing at
yeah.
inappropriate moments.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of that. But yeah, well, we learned a few things during that little scene that Rick had not had a shower. I thought they could have done more with his hair to make it look like he hadn't showered.
Well, and I also thought I know I'm so like I don't know why, but I'm so like into the practical reality. It's not
Yeah.
reality, and I need to get okay with it. I'm like, why don't they take this opportunity at least while he's up and
Mhm.
about to throw him
Mhm.
in the shower?
That would have been
Like,
funny, even with his clothes on,
yeah,
just
with it
like
just to
hose
like
him
you
down.
stink, just hose him down or something,
Exactly,
and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like give him a like, okay,
Mhm.
well you're up anyway. Let's do a little housework here and get you tidied before we strap you back down.
Yeah,
Um,
or at least do some blotting, with
a little
some
blot with a V8 would probably smell better
exactly,
even than whatever he's
exactly,
got.
yeah.
10 days lying in a
Left,
yeah.
10
I
days
mean,
left out of so he's been there more than 10 days, right?
oh,
Was it
more than 10 days has he?
I forget
Okay,
what the time frame was with it, 30 days? Is that what it was to get the
yeah, I
money?
think so. Yeah, the money had whatever
Yeah,
it has to mature.
mature, yeah. That's
Sure, yeah.
yeah.
That always makes me think of those Cheez-Its ads with the cheese that is so
Yeah.
immature. That
There's
that
probably a lot
kills
of
me
things that
every
make you
time.
think of the Cheez-Its ads. It seems like that comes up more than one might think.
Have you enjoyed the selection of Instagram things I've been sending you?
I wanna say yes because I know that would make you happy.
Do
It's
you see?
funny.
I mean, do you see how much time I spend sort of just in the world of the absurd, I guess. I don't even know
Yeah,
how to describe what and then
yeah.
it gives me more absurd stuff and I'm like, "Oh god, that's fantastic," and
It's fantastic. Yeah. It's funny, you learn a lot about people by what they
but what they
forward
send
to
you.
you. It's like, "Huh, so they think this is good." And I'm sure that's what people think when I send stuff. It's like our secret little guilty pleasures.
I don't I think I mean, I don't know who would not like that little gecko named that gecko named Stubby, where they're
Oh my god. I can think of a lot of people that wouldn't be transported by that.
the gecko named Stubby. That I might have to share that on the Facebook page and be like, "Come on, like who?"
Yeah, yeah, can you set up a vote on the we should probably I don't know if you can, but that would be funny if we got some feedback on the
I
stubby.
think you can set up votes, but that might be beyond. Like, you're the person who deals with, details, tabs, and spreadsheets and shit.
Yeah, but
So,
not well. And
uh,
can you share an Instagram thing on,
it
Facebook?
probably would just be like a link or something. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But
Yeah, because we shouldn't be talking about this stuff that without people being able to share it.
I know being out. Well, let's just say that when I come across an Instagram post that I know my friend will not enjoy, particularly,
She hits that
I
little
always send
arrow.
it to. I hit that little send arrow.
Yeah, that little paper airplane, like, "Here you go, Keisha."
and then she'll send me something about a prairie dog, like, living inside somebody's house that shouldn't be
Mhm,
inside somebody's
mhm,
house or something like that,
mhm.
and
Yeah, so
that
that's
that we just go back and forth like that.
yeah, yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
it's a good
I
time,
feel
and we
like
don't
I
ever
owe
like
you
say
one, though.
anything.
No,
Yeah, you probably do. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway,
anyway.
okay. So back to hospital. Yeah. So disturbing. Also, timeline was a little confusing. I'm like, Ava's in the same outfit. I mean,
Yeah,
we have days where we have been, in Port Charles. So I guess I don't
right,
really know.
right, so, yeah, maybe that's fair that she's in the same outfit,
Yeah.
not sure,
I liked
um
Alexis's. That sounds weird.
Yeah.
facial expressions during the whole thing when, like she had that sort of like comic scared, like Rick's, holding the dagger at her and she's still
Yeah.
looking sort of
Yeah.
comical.
Yeah, there was a bit of camp in that whole
Camp
scene.
and farce. It's farcical.
It's farcical, yes. Now, let me ask you, Gia.
Yeah, do
Um,
I know what that means? Not particularly.
I wouldn't do that to you. This is a safe space where we can use words that we don't understand
Yeah,
or use
try them
otherwise,
out. Let them
you
roll
know?
around
Yeah,
in your
yeah,
mouth.
try 'em
Yeah,
out. That's right, that's right.
yeah.
But I think that worked, yeah. No, I was gonna ask you, okay, so Rick frees himself. Would you, if that were you, would you go upstairs and hold a knife to Alexis, or would you just get the fuck out of there?
You would get the fuck out of there, but Rick is, he's vindictive and he's just as bad as they are.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to get out of his own way, really, like the
Right,
rest of
exactly. So he has done just as many really morally questionable things as they have,
Mhm.
as they threw in his face today with the panic room thing.
Yeah, that was
Um,
funny, that was a good line.
yeah, and so we don't understand how his brain works, of course, because we're not
Mhm.
like that. Like, well, like that's of course he's going to go and try to lord it over her and get her in trouble and all that. Right? No, any normal person would be like, okay, I'm out of here. Yeah, they
Yeah,
tiptoe
yeah.
by and be like,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah, and I think that would've that I mean, I guess sure, they make the decisions they make because they want things to go a certain way, but I think that could have been a lot more interesting if he was out there at large, hidden,
and they
plotting.
and they'd have to wander around and be like, hey, you guys seen Rick? Like,
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
yeah, they'd just be wondering, yeah,
Yeah,
when he
that
was
would drive
gonna.
them fucking nuts,
Yeah,
and
because they
that
know he'd want revenge. Yeah.
yeah, they
Uh,
wouldn't be starting their cars or anything? Molly would be like, "Mom, why do you keep taking cabs?"
yeah.
No
Yeah.
reason, no reason."
But no, we've chucked him back on the bed and yeah.
Yeah, back on the bed, yeah. Poor
Um
fella.
I know. Yeah, so I was kind of like I'm trying to roll with it and I think if anybody on that show can pull off that kind of dark um humor, it's that crew.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Alexis and Ava, and I think
Uh-huh.
Christina's done a good job,
Yeah, she has. She'll be disappointed that she wasn't in on this.
in on that. Yeah. Um, I can't. It's hard to picture like Carly pulling off something with that kind of humor, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, right,
So
right.
you gotta have gals that sort of like walk on the wild side a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's, like, also indicates sort of a depth of their cynicism maybe towards
Perhaps,
life,
yeah.
you know?
They took justice into their own hands here, I guess.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? So,
Yeah.
yeah, all of that was kind of I was surprised that I laughed out loud, and then I didn't know what that said about me, but,
What do you think she threw in his face? I didn't really see. Was it
oh,
just?
well, I know, it hurt his eyes
I
apparently, right?
know. So was it like liquor or something? That would sting.
May
So I was like, God, I hope it
yeah.
wasn't like acid or something. I hope
I
they're not
know,
really.
I know. She wouldn't have had time to boil water or
Yeah.
anything, so maybe it
Maybe
was
she
just
just
to drink
mixed a
her
quick
martini.
martini. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
That makes sense. It
but
would have been fun if an olive had landed in his mouth.
oh yeah, that they should have done something like that. Like, what is that in your hair? Oh, it's just an olive. You know.
Yeah. Oh,
I
well.
think it's hard right now. I don't know how everybody else is feeling, but it's like I'm so weary and on edge about world events and everything, and so something like
Mhm.
this, it's sort of like walking a tightrope of violence and not and funny, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm a little on edge about it.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah, uh-huh. Right.
Whereas if the backdrop of the insane world we live in right now weren't there, I'd probably just be LOLing all over the place, you know,
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because
because it would be a complete farce that would never happen in real life, you know.
right. Mhm.
But it
But
feels like real life just keeps getting weirder and weirder, and
and just so harsh. So such bad
yeah,
things happening to people, you know.
yeah, yeah, and so it's hard to be like, oh, well, this is just campy because it's like,
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
don't know. I don't mean to bring everybody down, but
No, I understand what you're saying, Gia.
just
Yeah.
doing a little self analysis about like what I'm bringing to the table, you know, when I'm
Mhm.
watching
Yeah.
stuff. I haven't watched Bluey yet to calm myself down. I found that I just a little passage of time, but no doubt, you know, some huge thing will happen that I'll see tonight, and I'll have to
Yeah, you'll have to.
watch an hour of. I did find instead of Bluey, I think I mentioned to you that I found some horse videos that are just like just horses running around in pastures and stuff to
Uh-huh.
music.
Yep,
That
yep,
those are very very soothing. Yeah.
uh-huh, okay. Yeah, you could throw one of those up on our Facebook page if you like, Gia.
Yeah, people that just want to like just rest a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but,
Um
yeah.
anyway, so that was a development, I guess. Um
Yeah, it was well, there was a weird I don't know if it was just me, but it felt like there were a lot of weird little sort of deja vu moments in this episode. Like Molly and Elizabeth talking about have you heard from Rick or not? It seems like they had that conversation once
at the
before.
start of the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess that was our plot development there is that Elizabeth's ears are tingling now. Her spidey
yeah,
sense has kicked in, and so
yeah, yeah,
she's gonna go looking. And I mean, why? Like, I thought I heard Rick's voice. Like Rick's
yeah.
voice, you heard Rick scream. Like that was
Right,
weird that
right. Yeah.
they didn't mention that it was like him screaming, not
Mhm.
you know,
Maybe she
like
didn't
that's more
wanna
alarming than just hearing him talk.
yeah, and maybe she didn't wanna alarm Molly until she knew for sure that that
Yeah,
was
maybe that would have been
somebody.
quick
Yeah,
thinking. Yeah.
but, yeah, so there was that. We also had, the scene at the hospital. We had, James with Felicia and Spinelli
Right.
and
Yeah, I guess that was
Weasel,
big. You're right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Britt really trying to intervene, and
Yeah, and we
I
don't know what's up with that because it
we don't.
does she think that that Nathan is like programmed or something or that something's going to happen? I feel like she knows something about Nathan's situation obviously.
Or
And
she's suspicious at least, yeah.
yeah, like somebody's
Mhm.
going to click a pen around him like you said the other day
Yeah,
and he's going to like she suspects her father, I think, is got a
yeah,
hand in this.
I think so too, yeah, and, yeah, so I think she's afraid that this is all sort of a trap of some kind or that Nathan's capable of things that are just gonna destroy these people, and,
Yeah, like he's a Trojan horse. Not to
yeah.
keep talking about horses, but I mean that's apt.
Okay, I'll give you that one, Gia.
Yeah.
I heard wild horses in the car today, and I thought of you.
Wow. But actually
I
by
yeah,
the stones or
by
somebody else
by
covering
the
it.
stones, yeah. Mhm.
Nice. Nice.
Um, but I was gonna say that I wish Britt had someone to confide in, but I noticed in the upcoming scenes, Jason asks her, right, why did you not want James to see Nathan? I believe that
Yeah.
was one of the scenes so I would love it if she and maybe she knows that she just has to keep this secret, but I don't know. I feel like it would be really interesting to
She'll
see.
fold eventually,
She'll
yeah. But
fold eventually. Yeah, yeah, but I don't know.
and why isn't everybody else being suspicious of her behavior? I mean, at first it was suspicious and then she kind of covered it with the child psychologist thing and it was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, we all kind of
yeah.
bought it like, oh, okay, yeah, that sort of makes sense." And
But
um
Spinelli's still a little bit worried, and I think I maybe he somewhere in his mind he's thinking, yeah, it is weird that this guy disappeared for 7 years, has no
yeah.
idea where he was, and suddenly he's back and he seems fine, you know?
Yeah, I was glad that we had a moment at least where Felicia saw that he was hurting, and
Yeah, yeah.
but I kind of like she said, "Oh," and then his real. I think she called Nathan his real father, which is what
Right.
he is.
Yeah,
But I
but
wanted her to say like biological father.
yeah, yeah.
Like I wanted,
Mhm,
I
mhm.
wanted. I mean, not that Spinelli has been back and in James's life. Well, it has been a while, I guess. Now I don't know how long
Yeah.
have he and Maxie been back together.
It's been has it been a couple of years? I don't know. I have no I
Oh,
soap opera time in real time, it's hard for me to keep
yeah.
track.
But
But he's
anyway, I
yeah.
wanted him given a lot more credit for being James's dad.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. Right,
Um, I don't
right,
know.
yeah,
I
I
thought
know.
I thought Felicia being a patient advocate might really use,
Mhm.
different language.
Yeah, like, protect Spinelli's feelings a little bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, so Spinelli definitely is all I think his the wheels are turning on how weird this is. Um,
Yeah, I wonder I was thinking, wouldn't it be fun if he and Britt had, like, a real conversation, you know? I don't think that would
yeah,
happen, but I would love that.
yeah. And he can find anything out on the computer. He's like
That's right. He could
a
come in handy
genius.
in
So
her for her with
yeah.
her little predicament, you know? Um, so
But yeah, so we don't know what's going on there. I want to be happy for Liesel, of course, because she's so
yeah.
happy. Um,
Yeah, but you all I also feel like, almost that Britt has a responsibility to Liesel to let her know what could be
yeah,
going
that
on.
something's up. Maybe she will, and maybe that will bond them again.
Maybe, but like you said and we've talked about before, she's still trying to protect everybody by,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
just hoping that they'll be distanced from all of this, but I think it's becoming apparent that that's not gonna be possible to keep them all
Yeah. Right.
safe if, if they're ignorant. Um,
They're ignorant. I
they're
like that.
ignorant,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're ignorant. Um, I just like the word.
Start saying that more.
You
Who
can't say it
doesn't like
enough.
to hear that? Yeah. Um, then
What did you think of, just to stay on that for a minute more?
Mhm.
The whole soda thing with Nathan and James.
Well, I thought that was I mean, Nathan did a really good job of being super kind and non-threatening with James, and I thought
Yeah.
James did a good job too of trying to, like, think about, who his dad was and what he needed. I thought that was sweet. However, I was worried for James. What about
Oh,
you?
you were worried. I thought it was sweet too. I mean, sometimes when they have scenes with children, they
Yeah.
overdo or something, and I thought this like hit just about right. And
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Nathan was really calm, like you said, like laid back and not. We've talked about like Nina and Brooklyn both like you can feel their hunger,
Yeah.
their maternal
Mhm.
hunger is
Mhm.
overpowering. It's like a
Yeah.
musk in the
Yeah.
room. It's
Mhm.
almost almost disgusting. Um,
That kind of love and devotion.
no, but it's like the kind of like that you feel so much that it makes the child want to like run.
Yeah, it's
Um,
like you get like stepping into a spider's web, you just
yeah,
wanna
yeah, yeah.
flail your
And I
arms and get
kind
out of
of
it.
remember that a little bit with my parents sometimes, like the pressure, the unspoken pressure for like them when they wanted some outcome for me or something. You ever
Mhm.
remember feeling like that and feeling
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my God, like,
Uh-huh.
oh my God, I'm just gonna
Yeah.
like run away or something.
Mhm.
Um, but anyway, Nathan had none of that. He was like, but I also kind of wonder, like, is that part of this weird flatness he has going, or was he always
Yeah.
sort of like that?
He kind of was. Yeah, he didn't have a lot of emotion in his voice ever, I don't think, but it sort of came off as just like a real sincerity, you know?
Yeah, it worked for this scene,
Yeah.
really well because it was like just what a kid in that position, which of course is a weird position, but
Mhm.
you would think would need like somebody who's just gonna be like, not smother you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and not ask 8 million questions and like, oh, so do you play soccer? And do like,
Right. Yeah.
all that kind of like, what do you want to be? Um,
Yeah. Yeah, all those weird sort of fake energy questions.
yeah, yeah. The adults were always asking that shit.
It's like,
What?
calm down, okay? I've got nothing in my head except for, like, cute boys, and that's it.
No, like I just spent an hour drawing horse heads on my notebook, and you want to know what I want to be? Like,
I wanna be someone who gets paid to draw horse heads,
yeah,
okay?
and writing my name in cursive. Um,
Mhm. Yeah, and I
yeah, I
also think
remember like, oh, go
sorry.
ahead.
No, no, I was gonna say that I like that James, he's got this good sort of, like, quality of a little kid who's sort of deflated, you know? He's got this weight because he's worried about his mom and everything, and it's just sort of like he's got just enough energy kind of to be polite, you know?
I think we call it clinical depression.
Okay, okay. Sure.
No, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, he's been really it's like his little kid wings have been clipped at this point.
Yeah, right. He doesn't have, like, Donna's sort of dimple energy and all of that, you
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah, yeah,
grabbing
he's not
somebody's
being
hand and
silly.
dragging
Yeah.
them in the room, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, he's there's a gravity about him at this point
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
makes sense with everything that he's
Mhm.
had occur here. And now I guess this would be a bright spot, not if this turns out to like not be Nathan or be Nathan with
Yeah.
Faison's
Right.
brain inside him or something bizarre,
Yeah.
or
Right.
maybe his chest is going to open up and that little alien thing will come out.
Maybe that could be too, yeah. Yeah. Maybe it'll be a friendly alien this time, we don't know.
Yeah. Did you see that movie? You've probably told me. Alien?
N
Like,
no. No, I didn't.
oh my
But,
god.
I know it's got
Like all
Sigourney
the like
Weaver.
all the sort of like checkpoints of culture, and you like went out of your way to not see them.
Yeah, I don't really like that sort of movie, you know?
I don't like
I
that.
don't like that, yeah,
Do you
yeah.
know the scene though when the alien comes out? Like you must have seen it.
I've seen, like,
Ah,
the
okay, all
images
right.
of that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best part. Um,
Okay.
those movies are terrifying. Like, oh my god. Um, but yeah, maybe something like that will happen with Nathan. It'd be a whole different show,
It would
really.
be, yeah. They'd be going for something different there, yeah. So,
Anyway,
well,
something's up
did
with
I interrupt
Nathan.
you? What were you gonna say, Gia?
I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing earth-shatteringly important. No, I'm sure.
Was it about Nathan before you got the alien image in your head?
No,
Okay.
no.
Well, we can come back to
No.
it if you think of it.
I wish I remembered a little more about Nathan. I don't think he was a character I
Yeah.
was terribly attached to, and so I'm just having
Mhm.
trouble remembering
Mm.
what his persona was like.
Well, was he gonna rent Maxie's apartment? Is that how they met? Something like that? Or vice
Yeah,
versa?
that sounds right. Yeah,
And they clashed, you know, it was this sort of
a
typical,
classic.
you
Yeah.
know yeah, but, anyway, but it seemed like he was just through and through a decent guy, um
Right. Yeah, we didn't. Oh, the storyline. I think I remember that I didn't like at all was they were making him like the face of
Hmm,
some product, right? Um,
hmm.
like the manly man or something, or was it a
Oh,
cat or was it
yeah, and
is that
Was Amy the
yeah?
one who was sort of behind that?
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah,
And they were
yeah,
outing him as the
right.
face of something, or I don't know. It was quite silly and vapid.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. That's true, yeah, and
Yeah,
vapid is a good word for that, yeah.
vapid is a fun word.
I like that
Uh,
word. It's
I'm
more and more
frequently
useful.
vapid. Yeah. Tomorrow's Saturday. I'm going to be vapid all day.
Are you? Okay, that's your husband's a lucky man.
Yep. Well, I don't know what he's doing. I'm just saying what I'm doing.
I'm assuming you'll be sort of in close proximity, though, so
I don't
he'll get
know.
to enjoy your vapid side.
My vapidity.
Vapidity, is that a word?
Um, no. Anyway.
Uh, okay. Also, this was a sort of an interesting little development. We had Sonny and Ronnie running into each other at the hospital.
Yeah.
I know that was a little bit sort of weird, and I don't know.
Well, and they were doing that sort of like magical scene change where they played like kind of
Yeah.
fizzy music, like, and then
Uh-huh.
it
Suddenly they're at
yeah,
Bobby's.
and it's sort of
Yeah.
like a magic, and we're supposed to feel a little transported by these exchanges, and I just wasn't.
Now I wasn't transported either, but I was thinking, okay, Sonny realizes that this could be useful to him somehow. You know, it seems like I was
Oh, you
thinking
think he was working her?
not completely. I don't think he was entirely selfish there, but I think he understood, and this is what's made him a successful mobster, that, if you have an opening with somebody, why not, use it to your advantage? Why, like, being nice to her, he knows is going to get him something.
Wow. See, that didn't even occur to me, but you're probably right. You're probably right. I
I know.
just thought like that makes sense because I was like, why would you just spend the day with this total
Well,
stranger that you
that's a little implausible. Yeah, as a busy guy, you'd think he wouldn't
yeah,
be wandering
but when
around
you
town. Yeah.
with the motivation you just provided, then it makes a little more sense. But I was like, yeah, why would you be squiring this
Yeah.
elderly woman about town,
Mhm.
um, and
Mhm.
talking in depth about somebody that you weren't friends with? I don't know. It was just odd,
Yeah.
and I don't know.
Mhm.
I don't like the name Ronnie.
I
Um,
don't either. I know. I don't like that either.
I mean, can't hold it against that character. She didn't name
No,
herself,
no.
but so they were Monica and Veronica.
I That's bad
Is
too,
that
isn't
where the
it?
Ronnie came from?
That
Veronica?
must be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's silly, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not
Anyway,
quite like George Foreman naming every
all
child
his kids
George.
George.
Yeah.
No, no, it's
That is
funny.
funny.
That is funny. I know. I wonder what their conversations are like, all the offspring,
Yeah, the Georges, yeah.
Yeah.
Um anyway, I don't know. I think I think we're not supposed to know how to feel about her yet. I think we're supposed to
Right.
be in a little bit of a uncertain space where we're like, oh, is she after something in the will?
Mhm.
Did she truly like come to love and appreciate her sister, or both, or
Mm,
what? Is she here for personal gain? What's going
mm.
on?
Yeah, yeah, all good questions. And don't you think, like, at the end of the episode, it looked like she might be the one who's gonna get the house?
I do wonder, yeah, because that got set up in the scene
Yeah,
with Tracy
yeah,
and Michael,
mhm, yeah.
where she was saying he would have the house, and so you're like, yeah, so it's probably not him.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
It was
yeah,
were you guessing that she would get the house? Did you say that last time, Gia?
no, I don't think so. Maybe you
No.
did.
No, I can't it seemed like you predicted somebody.
I said maybe Drew. Like, wouldn't that
Oh,
be
yeah, yeah, right, yeah, right.
crazy if she was
Bring the
thinking that would
family
bring
together.
everybody together and force them to communicate with
Yeah,
each other? And
right.
um, but yeah, like if it went to Ronnie, wouldn't that be something?
Oh
Uh,
boy, there's gonna be fireworks, and if they're fireworks, Willow's gonna wanna have sex with
she
somebody.
will. That makes her just crazy. Um,
Just crazy. Yeah. Um, but she's not there anymore, is she? So,
no, but anywhere in town, she'll be like on the
yeah, she'll
prowl.
feel that.
She'll be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
yeah,
uh-huh,
the
right.
pull of that smell
Yeah.
of sulfur in the air.
Yeah. That is sexy. Actually, though, if can we call her Veronica since we don't like Ronnie? If Veronica gets the house, that would bring the rest of the family together, perhaps
Well, with
even
that
including
common,
Drew, you
yeah,
know?
common enemy. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I don't know. I didn't like the way her eyes lit up when she got that phone call at the end.
Yeah, yeah, it did seem like maybe she was just playing a game, you know?
And I didn't like how she and Sonny piled on Tracy. Although, I mean, I
Right.
understand that Tracy's been gunning for Sonny for some time. So,
Mhm.
um, but I just have such love for Tracy right now that
Uh-huh, I know, we don't want anybody to be
yeah,
gunning
I don't
for
want
him.
anybody bad mouthing her. Although, I mean, she
Yeah.
certainly did plenty of things that pissed me off with Sasha,
Mhm.
that I felt were
Mhm.
inexplicable.
Yeah, inexplicable. Yeah, I mean, she did have moments where she seemed to respect Sasha at least, but for the most part, she didn't give her the
Yeah,
same
it was like,
sort of
what's going on there? But
yeah, yeah.
anyway, so yeah, I don't know, what's what with Veronica. I don't like her saggy cardigan.
I know.
Um,
I think she's trying to look sort of downtrodden, and it's like nothing says downtrodden more than like a brown saggy cardigan.
Round saggy cardigan. I've owned some, I think. You
Yeah,
know,
that's not a Taylor Swift song, by the way. She
it
has a song
is there
called
one about a
Cardigan.
cardigan or something?
She does have a song about a cardigan.
Does she? The Avett Brothers have that song that drives my old man crazy. He despises the Avett Brothers, and
Yeah.
there's a song where they talk about like wanting to be a sweater or wanting to be a candle or wanting to be a
Yeah.
practically makes his head pop off. Um,
Yeah. And this guy is someone who doesn't anger easily people.
no, but when he does, like he loses it. But we were visit my brother, who's a sweet sort and very like open and sweet and kind, and
Mhm. Mhm.
not that my husband is not those things, but
Mhm.
so my brother loves the Avett Brothers.
And there's a lot of guys that fall into that camp. Guys of a
Are there?
certain age, I would say. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Mhm.
wonder what that says. Does that say something?
Says something.
We got your insights here, people. Um, But anyway, we were visiting once, and my brother, being the kind, sweet guy he is, like knows that we're into music, and so he makes us watch this whole documentary about the Avett Brothers.
Oh my god. Oh my
Which
god.
I thought I have mixed feelings about the Avett Brothers. There's a
Me
couple songs
too.
I think
Me
are really
too.
cool,
There's
and
other
but
mhm.
yeah, but I was like, be polite. I was just like, don't, you know, because my kind, sweet brother wouldn't understand what it is that my husband
Yeah,
doesn't like.
yeah.
He's not wired that way.
Right, right.
You
Yep.
know.
Mhm.
I think it's probably good that there are a lot of men that like the Avett Brothers. I think that maybe they're like in touch with emotions or something.
Well, yeah, the one I'm thinking of, the one guy I'm thinking of who's seen them a bunch of times, like traveled to go see them. He's a family man, he's a kind soul, and so yeah, yeah, maybe that's the type.
Yeah, my one of my girlfriend's husbands, the husband, like she's sort of like me, like Avett Brothers, but the
Yeah.
husband and their daughter have been to see the Avett Brothers like many times, and they love it, and
Mhm,
they sing
mhm.
along, and it's like that's
Yeah,
sweet.
it
That's
is
kind of
nice.
cool. I think
Yeah,
maybe what it says is that people that don't like them are like jaded and dark and
and kinda jerks.
yeah. A little bit twisted though, like you can't express your emotions
Yeah,
like openly. You gotta like filter them through sarcasm and you know.
yeah, yeah. Thankfully, that doesn't describe either of us.
No, no.
No.
Anyway, yeah, I don't like Veronica's sweater, and I don't know. I know they're setting something up for her character, obviously, but
Yeah, yeah.
the whole like the waitressing and the like
Mhm.
and the complimenting Bobby's. I don't know. It was like they were both just laying it on so thick. I was kind of
Yeah, so maybe she was playing Sonny just as much as he was playing her.
Yeah, you're right. I think I didn't. Why didn't it occur to me that he was playing her? I was like, why are they making him like the wise sage again?
Well, yeah, because that he's pretty good when he talks about, like, Mike and stuff like that. You sort of get the feeling
yeah,
that, oh, he is a sensitive guy who's empathetic,
yeah, I know.
you wanna sort of go there with him, I think,
Does he
but,
like the Avett brothers?
mm,
Mm,
I don't think so. No, no.
okay.
Who would on that cat in that family or
Um,
that town? Hmm.
that's a good question. Well, probably Jason now that he's had his.
Now he's weeping every time we see him.
Yeah,
He's just got a wad of hankies in his
yeah.
pocket.
He's just like that kid. Wouldn't
I
that
just
be
need a
interesting?
moment. I need a moment.
Wouldn't that be interesting if they made that like a feature of him now that he like just can't stop crying for like a month, you know?
Even if he doesn't do it, like, publicly, if he can only, like,
Yeah,
be
he's just
in
yeah.
gatherings with other people for a few minutes because he has
Yeah,
to
and then
go
he's gotta go
cry.
cry. That would be very interesting, I think.
It would be, it would be. I was gonna say, along those lines, I one of the things I really like lately is his sort of connection with Tracy now. They have, like, this bond,
Yeah,
that's very
yeah.
lovely. I like that.
Yeah, they, oh, I like that. They, like, like, they went through that the death of
Yeah,
Monica together, and
yeah,
it sort of it
mhm.
changed them both.
Yeah, that was a lovely choice, I think, that the
It
writers made.
was. It was
Yeah,
unexpected. I wouldn't
yeah,
have done that,
yeah,
and
right, mhm, so
yeah, it
it
was
was
nice. I bet
mhm.
Ned likes the Avett Brothers.
Yes, there you go, there you go, even though he's more of
Yeah.
a rocker himself, but yeah,
Yeah,
Ned the man, yeah,
yeah,
definitely, definitely, Gia, good call.
thanks. Thank you. Okay, so we got Ronnie. We're undecided. I don't know. Maybe people like I stated earlier, I did not know this actor on the other show, and so it's probably people that are like so happy to see her.
I
Um,
guess so, I guess, but yeah, I didn't know her well enough maybe to, like, have that, like, built-in sort of support for her,
yeah.
necessarily, so it's yeah, she is to me still a new character that I'm on the fence about.
Well, and it's just this. What do they call it? Retcon storyline.
Okay.
Um, well, I think that's how they refer to it.
Okay.
And they made it work eventually, like with
Yeah,
the Geo thing.
yeah, but
And
it
having
is
us believe that
right,
Brooklyn
right.
and Dante had a relation. They made all that up later, and
Yeah,
now I do believe it.
yeah,
So I
but you
guess we
do
just
feel
gotta
like you're
hang
being
in.
I guess, yeah, that's true. It did feel like we were being sort of force-fed, though, and
Yeah,
that's
we're really being manipulated with this.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, and,
but
I don't know how I feel about that,
you like it.
I like Is it okay to say that? Love being manipulated.
don't
Oh
don't
god.
don't say the don't say any of the little
What? What do you got going on in your little head?
just one of my usual little tags that I add to everything, but I'm not gonna do it. It's so juvenile. I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. I
Okay,
think
what else happened? Anything else that haven't?
sure, sure, Gia. I'm not even halfway down my list of my
Jesus,
notes.
we gotta stop soon, so hurry up.
I know. Okay. Well, we had, I mean, and a lot of this wasn't as interesting, but we had Anna and Carly.
Yeah, that
Uh,
wasn't interesting, but
although the part that I would like to comment on is that Anna,
no, I don't want to hear it.
no,
No, go ahead.
okay, okay, we'll
No,
move
go
on.
ahead. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
um in that case it seemed like Anna was a good balance of Anna the person and Anna the cop. She seemed sort of more relaxed than she does, like when she even when she questions Sonny, who she knows sort of better, or even Jason. Sometimes she gets all stiff.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't. She was a little more sly about it because seemed like she was
Yeah,
asking
Yeah.
asking sort of compassionate questions about, how
Mhm.
she feels about Monica's passing and all that. And really, she
Yeah,
was just
yeah.
getting information like, "Oh, you can come and go at the
Yeah,
Quartermaine."
maybe that was the difference, yeah, because she was just
Yeah,
trying to come off as someone who was concerned, sort of,
yeah,
as much as she was trying to gather information. Hmm.
yeah. I like how everybody, is, like, pretty sure that Michael could have shot
I know, yeah.
through, nobody's really questioning whether or not, they're just like, "Okay, we gotta cover for this dude because it's highly likely that he did this." And
Yeah, that's funny, isn't it?
yeah,
Everybody's kinda sure they have an idea who did it, and
yeah,
meanwhile, whoever actually did it is just walking around,
yeah.
probably without anybody paying attention.
But it'd be interesting to have friends and family members that you felt had the capacity to murder, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, uh-huh. Hmm, that's true, and to
I don't
know that
know.
they
Now I'm
kn
just thinking about my friends and family, like, who would murder?
You think I could kill someone, Gia?
No,
You think
you
I may
can't,
have already killed someone?
no, you can't
No?
even, like, you can't even kill mosquitoes or anything.
Animals are safe, but
Oh,
people.
the humans maybe, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Watch my back. Um, but anyway, that's kind of funny, like, Tracy, is talking like, "I don't care if you did shoot him, I
Yeah,
just"
and she's like, "Now I can't tell if you're
yeah.
lying," you know?
Yeah, that was kind of a funny moment, like, that
Yeah,
really is a Quartermain trait.
yeah, good liars.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
I did like Carly's, ensemble, that sort of belted pantsuity thing was
Mhm, mhm,
I like
simple,
that.
but
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, I agree. Let's see. So we already talked a little bit about Molly and Elizabeth. James and Nathan we talked about. Okay, so we did cover a lot of this stuff. We kind of jumped into the middle when we talked about
we really did, yeah.
Ava whacking Rick with the cutting board. Um, we
Might
had
have
a
been a
nice
charcuterie board.
it could have been. We had a little exchange between Britt and Elizabeth where Elizabeth was scolding
Oh,
her.
yeah, that was like there was a little moment of compassion there
Yeah,
where
yeah.
Britt had to, like, take a second and realize, like, "Oh, like, I
Yeah.
maybe I don't have to come at you with my claws every time,"
Right,
you know?
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
It was
always coming at people so
yeah.
hard.
And that was lovely sort of classic Elizabeth,
It
that's the
was.
thing that makes me believe, like, she really is a nurse,
Yeah,
she's got that
exactly. Exactly.
kindness, that, like,
Mhm.
humanity in
Yep,
her,
yep.
um
She didn't overdo it, she just kinda said,
Yeah,
"We make allowances, forget."
yeah, it was
Yeah.
just really it was nice, it was a nice moment, so
Mhm. Yeah,
maybe they
rang
can be
true.
allies, maybe they could be friends?
I would love that. I really would, especially yeah, we don't want all the friction and the fighting with everybody all the time these days. I want some
No.
harmony, okay?
Yeah. Harmony, she was a great character, bring her back.
Yeah, what if she was alive somewhere?
Well, everybody's coming back,
You
it's all
think
the rage.
everybody's gonna
Yeah.
slowly come back as, like, robots, like they're gonna be Cesar Faison's army of
Maybe,
robots?
maybe,
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't think I could be on board for that.
Uh,
I wouldn't like that.
I don't like
I wouldn't
that.
like that at all.
Okay.
Okay, we had also and we're winding down now, we had Carly and Sonny talking, and Carly kinda realizing that maybe she had said too much to Anna.
Yeah, like, she's not as good at, like Jason knows he needs Diane every time, like, all they
Mhm.
like, why doesn't Carly
Yeah.
I was like, "Why are you there without Diane? You need Diane," you know?
And she's so
Um,
sure that her alibi is enough for
yeah,
her.
like, I was with Brendan.
Yeah. S
Yeah, we were doing stuff. Do you want me to tell you what stuff we were doing? Like that kind of a
Yeah, yeah. And then, Michael and Jacinda oh, yeah, we had Molly, talking with Anna about the Jacinda thing.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I don't know,
yeah, I
was the
also like how everybody's like, he was with a call girl, sex worker, that was
Yeah,
kind of funny.
yeah. Uh-huh. I don't know, would you prefer to be called a sex worker versus a whore? I'd like to sort this out in case we ever have to turn to another way of life.
Well, I do have to start, putting money aside for the colonoscopy after I lose my health care.
That's what you'll tell your clients. Why do you do this?
Like, working towards my colonoscopy, and they'd be like, I don't think I need you anymore. I'm
Here's
good.
$20.
Just stop talking about your colonoscopy. Let's see. I mean, we used to say lying, duplicitous, whore all the time, and so I'm fond of that.
Me too. I miss those days when we said that.
Call girl. I don't know. Call girl,
Sex
whore,
worker.
sex worker. I
I
think I
mean,
like whore. Just
I do too.
it's got like a sort of Wild West appeal,
Yeah, and a toughness kind of,
Yeah, like a street cred kind of thing.
Yeah, and I don't know if I don't know what's the objection or what do you gain by being called a sex worker? To me, that just means like you're punching a
Um,
clock or something.
I think maybe it legitimizes it as a job,
Hmm. Yeah,
like
it feels like
nobody
yeah,
necessarily wants to do their job.
that's true. So you bring in like the drudgery of just
Yeah, like I'm not
yeah.
doing this because I want to, and I think the other things make it sound a little bit like maybe you're enjoying this or something.
That's interesting. That's a fun take on this, Gia. I wish we could assemble a panel of people who do this for a living to see like what, because sometimes these new labels, they're supposed to have that certain effect, but they wind up just sort of like being,
Be more demeaning than the original label.
yeah, yeah, or
Yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. They sort of take you
Well,
farther
what
away
would
from the
you what would you
reality.
like as a whole new term? Maybe that's what you need to work on. Not a
Oh,
sex
a
worker,
new
but
term.
like
Mhm.
a like a pleasure promoter.
Or like a penis buddy?
Um,
No?
I don't know if that's accurate enough, like because it could be all kinds. I don't know.
You think the
Uh,
penis doesn't necessarily come into play?
I guess yeah, yeah. Overall, yeah, right. Uh, a penis flatterer or uh,
But not a fluffer.
I don't know. I think maybe we got off track
Maybe
somehow.
there would be, like, different categories, like a category 1 sex worker, category 2, I don't know.
Well, and there probably are in the lingo of when people are getting paying for whatever they want,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
yeah.
mhm,
I just
mhm.
watched a Hulu show with what's her name? Elizabeth Moss. It's kind of
Uh-huh,
Top
yeah.
of the Lake. Have you heard of that one?
Oh, I saw yeah, yeah. That's scary shit.
Anyway, there were just 2 seasons of it, and the second season of it dealt with a whorehouse. I don't know what they were
Mhm,
calling it, but
mhm,
anyway,
mhm.
I don't know what else they were calling them.
Yeah,
I should have paid
I don't
better
think I saw the
attention.
2nd season, the 1st one was enough for me.
Oh, did you watch the first one?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
interesting.
Mhm.
Um, the second one isn't quite as good, but anyway, they didn't look like they were having fun. I don't know if it.
Yeah, yeah. I think anybody who's convinced themselves that they're having fun is kidding themselves, probably.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we've really brought it down now. We started fun, and then now we're bringing it
We
way
did,
down.
didn't we? Sorry,
Oh,
everybody.
geez. Okay. Did we cover every little thing
Yeah,
from today's
I think we
episode? Pretty
did.
much.
I think pretty much,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Well, we're glad to have it back on the air.
Although, yeah, is it gonna be preempted anymore due to baseball? I don't know what
I
next
don't
week
know
looks like, but we'll try to, give you some fair warning if we're gonna shift
if
our
we're. Yeah,
schedule.
yeah. You did a nice job covering that. I'm glad you were back in the Facebook world because
Well, you've been doing a wonderful job with that,
Oh, well,
Gia.
but you're funnier, so I wish you would
No,
sort of
no,
get
no.
back in the saddle and, toughen up, Buttercup, and get back on the old Facebook whore.
Ouch.
I'm just kidding. You're very wise, Grasshopper, to
No, no.
avoid the Facebook. Anyway, appreciate everybody listening and participating, and
Yes, we
uh,
do. We do.
yeah, I'll see if I can find one of my favorite Instagrams, which is this gecko named Stubby, and
Oh my. Yeah, and I will apologize in advance if she does
if I
find
do,
little get
if I do figure out how to post that, I think I can.
Yeah, I bet you
I
can.
thought you'd like it, just an animal, and he's having snacks.
There's a weird, like, voice too, right? There's a
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it alarmed the animals in the room. And me.
All right. Okay. Well, big Friday night, folks. You head out on the town now and kick
Yeah,
up your heels and have a good time. And
and we'll just go to bed.
yeah, we're just going to bed. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we'll talk again on Monday, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, we will. Hopefully, yeah.
All right. You have a good one.
You too, Gia. Good night.
All right. See ya.
Bye.